Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a get to know me while I do what was my everyday makeup routine. Yeah, I say was because now I just look like this every day, which is not good. So let's get started. So the only thing I have on my face right now is sunscreen, and if there's any takeaway from this video, it is wear your fucking sunscreen. Yeah, I also have a list here in front of me of different facts about me because I don't know who I am. First, we're going to start off with brows because that's the first thing I do, and it's pretty much the same whether it's full glam or everyday. I don't change what I do to my brow. I use the Anastasia Dipbrow in medium brown. This one is aged, like I've had it for way past the expiry date, but it's cool, it still works. If it dries out, just add some setting spray, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to start off with that, and I don't know, in terms of facts, my name is Jade. Hi. I am 21 years old and I was born and raised in Sydney, Australia. I pretty much lived here my whole life. I have lived here my whole life. I've never lived in a different country, different state, different house. I am an INFJ. That's in reference to the Myers-Briggs test. If you don't know what it is, go do it, and then maybe you can figure out who you are, because I mean, I still don't know who the fuck I am, but it doesn't matter, it's cool. Okay, I'm just gonna go on and finish the other brow because I really can't multitask, so I'm just gonna do that. The next thing I like to do is kind of outline my brows with a concealer, just because I can be a little bit messy while I'm filling my brows. So I just like to clean them up, not too harsh of a line because otherwise it just doesn't blend in with the natural look that I'm going for. So I just take my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and dip it in a little bit, and then take a flat brush to just underline. Okay, I said a little bit, but it's cool. Okay, and now I just like to blend it out with a beauty blender, just so it's a lot less harsh, because right now it looks a little fucked. That's better. There we go. I'm gonna do the other brow now. So my favorite color is pink. If that wasn't obvious by any of my other posts or videos. Oh my god, I just drew on my brow. Don't do that. Don't draw on your brow. It's okay, I'll fix it. Yeah, I fucking love pink. It's just so nice. I mean, stunning, beautiful. It matches my skin, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna fix this up because I really cannot multitask. Oh god. After that, I just put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids just to kind of get rid of the veininess, and to kind of make it more of an even surface for the minimal eyeshadow that I'm gonna be putting on. So dot, dot, just a little bit, and then blend it out. I'm just gonna set it with a pressed powder just so it doesn't slip and slide. Usually what I do, sometimes I just leave it like this. In fact, most of the times I just leave it like this. But if I have a little bit of extra time in the morning, I put either like a neutral brown, pink, or both on my lids, or like an orange, something like that. Today I might just go for a pink, because why not? So yeah, I'm just gonna grab this fluffy brush, which already has some pink eyeshadow on it. Just dip into every possible neutral tone you can. And then just starting from the outer corner, just making sure, oh, that's like nothing, okay. Okay. Just sweep it across the lid. Okay, while I'm doing this, what else is on this fucking list? Oh yeah, I'm 5'10", or 177 centimeters tall, and I've always been quite tall. Like in year 7 I was 5'7", So I really hated it when I was younger, but I'm grown now. It's taken me a few years to realize that no one gives a fuck. Next thing I like to do is, unless I'm satisfied with this, which today I am not, I just add a shimmer of any sorts. I'm just gonna go from the same palette. I'm using the Mecca Dream Queen palette, and I'm just gonna dip into every single shimmer and then just put that on my lid. What else? I was actually blonde for 4 years, just about 4 years, until this February. So this is pretty much my natural color now. So on a day-to-day basis, I don't use foundation anymore. I used to do like a full face every day, but it was just like too time consuming, and I'm trying to embrace my whatever the fuck this is. I'm pretty sure it's rosacea. I got quite a lot of freckles as well, and like veins and shit. So I'm trying to not care as much about that as I used to. So I just use a light CC cream. It's just like a cushion compact, which is really nice. I haven't used it in a few weeks though, because I haven't gone anywhere. And yeah, I just kind of press it on my face. So in terms of the technique I use for any like foundation or CC cream, I always pack on the product first, and then I use the beauty blender to blend it out. Obviously not quite as important with CC cream, but with foundation I always do that, just because the one I use, especially the Fenty one, it dries down really fast. So yeah, I have to make sure to blend it before it just doesn't want to cooperate, you know. I'm gonna go in with concealer just around my under eyes. I have a little pimple here, and oh god, yeah, definitely around my nose. What else? I'm half Chinese, half Aussie, which was a bit weird when I was younger because I didn't really feel like I fit in anywhere. I fucking hate capsicum and bean sprouts. They are disgusting and make me feel very upset. The best drink in the world is or are pina coladas. They are the superior drink without question, as well as Moscato. Absolute peak drink. I have some in my room right now, which if this video doesn't go well, I will be downing without doubt. I'm just gonna set this with a pressed powder. I used to bake under my eyes, but for a look like this light, I don't really think it's necessary. What else? My favorite musicians are Kendrick Lamar, Frank Ocean, and probably like Freddie Gibbs or like Aaliyah. So I'm just gonna set the rest of my face just with this fluffy powder brush. So the next thing I like to do is bronzer. I use the Fenty Sunstalk'r in Shady Biz. So I'm just gonna add a bit of that to bring life back into my goddamn face. Probably the main thing that's happened this year, to me personally, not in general, because that's quite obvious. Earlier this year, I found out that I have a super rare autoimmune disease, and at the ripe old age of 21, you know, I was a bit concerned. I was like, this should be happening a lot further down the track, but no. And yeah, it took me a while to find out because I had to see different rheumatologists, a bunch of different doctors, take about 10 blood tests, which is all very enjoyable. I'm just glad I found out like before this whole pandemic happened, because I wouldn't really be comfortable going to the doctors so frequently. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so it's called palindromic rheumatism. I've just put a bit of blush on and I realized I wasn't filming because I'm a fucking idiot. So I'm just gonna blend it out. Not that I really need blush at all, but you know, I have it. I'm just gonna use it. The next step is highlighter, which is one of the most best steps. And really I just take any, just whichever's closest. Today the closest one is Spoon by Colourpop, which is also aged. So I'm just gonna dip this small angled brush into it and then go under my brow bone. In a corner, and then my nose and cheekbones. Okay, so one of my biggest pet peeves, I don't know how to explain this. So you know when you're filling up a water bottle and then it like overflows and then water gets on the side? I hate that shit. Or like when you're drinking and then some trickles out and then oh, it just makes me so like uncomfortable. Like I don't know why, just any like wet surface. No. So this step is the most exciting step of my makeup routine, and it comes in the form of putting soap on my face in the name of brow gel. So this is my soap. Bit ugly at this point, but it's okay. This is just some random soap from Woolies. Make sure it's a clear soap, otherwise it will leave like a residue on your brows, which is not ideal. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this. Oh shit, too much. And then you just go brush them all the way up, and then I take my brow brush, the one I used to fill in my brows, and then just kind of round them out at the top. Now the second most exciting bit is mascara, because it changes the whole look and makes you look awake and alive. So for that, first step is get you an eyelash curler. This is the most important tool. Honestly, this one's just from Daiso. It was like $2.50 or $2.80 or however much they charge. So you're gonna curl the absolute okay, hi. So I don't remember what I was saying because I just had to take a 15-minute break because my neighbor was mowing his lawn. Get your mascara. I only use waterproof mascara because otherwise my lashes won't stay up. There's no chance. So I just have this random Falsies one by Maybelline, and then you just wiggle, 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 and then oh my god, this is thick. This one is real thick, so you just have to try your best. If it gets really clumpy, which is exactly what's happening, you go in, don't blink too hard. You go in with a clean spoolie and then you just brush it through. I'm just gonna go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex after this. Again, waterproof. And then just bulk it up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And sometimes I go back over just to make them extra thick, extra juicy. So I forgot what this video was in terms of get to know me. So I had braces for almost 4 years and my teeth don't even look close to perfect now. So right now I'm using the LA Colors lip liner. This is the only lip liner I've used in the last 4 years. The color payoff is great, the shade is amazing, and it's $1 or $1 US, which is like, I don't know, more than that in AUD. So I bought like 20 of them and I've just been going through them in the last few years. And then I'm just gonna go in with this NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Tiramisu. Oh my god, I'm like Kelly Stamps. Okay, Okay, so the last step is setting spray, and I'm just going to be using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist because the mist is so fine, unlike other setting sprays, so it doesn't fuck up your foundation. So that's it. This is pretty much what I look like every day when I'm allowed to go outside. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I was really scared shitless making it because this is very new for me. So you know what to do. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me how I went, but don't be too harsh because I'm sensitive.